Hey Chet's parents, it's been a minute since we've talked about things like relationships and dating, or even for your middle schoolers, simply just hanging out with their friend on their bikes. But we're kicking off a brand new teaching series this Wednesday in Refuel called The One. Now think about this. Where did the idea of finding the one come from in the first place? If having the idea that you must find your one for you or your students in high school and they have to make sure that the person they're currently dating is the one, then this idea is probably looming over their head and they're maybe feeling a little bit of pressure. But what if dating and thinking about romantic relationships didn't have to seem so pressure-filled? What if it could be more about becoming who you're becoming during this time and less about finding their one for life? We have a 4-week series that we're kicking off this Wednesday night in Refuel, and we want you to be as informed as possible about what we're sharing with your student. So I'm going to let my friend Shane give you all the details.
Hey, my name is Shane. I'm one of the curriculum writers here, and if you're watching this video, chances are you heard we're doing a series on dating. Yes, we're talking to teenagers about love and relationships. And if you're anything like me, you're probably asking, so just exactly what will you be telling my kid about dating? Well, I want to let you in on everything. That way, you, the person who knows your kid best, can make an informed decision on whether or not this is the right timing for this conversation at your house. We believe it is because, well, teens date, and they're getting a lot of messages about what dating is supposed to be like. It's a 4-week series. And in week 1, we're addressing the reality that in dating culture, there seems to be a lot of pressure to find the one, the perfect one, the you complete me one. Yet we all know it takes 2 people to form a relationship, and the likelihood of both of them being perfect is literally 0. The bottom line this week is becoming the one is better than finding the one. We challenge your teen to choose who they want to become and then work on that. And not even for the sake of being chosen one day, but because it's good to do. Becoming more loving, kind, and patient will have a life-changing impact on any and every friendship and relationship that they find themselves in. Still, we know that the desire to find the one can lead to pure obsession, which is why week 2 reminds your teenager to not let anyone become their everything. We believe there's so much more to high school than being in a relationship. Relationships aren't bad, but it's tempting to let being in a relationship or searching for the perfect relationship consume you. When you start alienating people, losing yourself, or missing out on the rest of life, it might be a sign it's time to take a step back. We challenge your teen to listen to Solomon's advice about too much of a good thing becoming a bad thing, and to heed Paul's warning to use wisdom and make the most of your life as you trust God with your future. In week 3, we address the inevitable. Statistics say less than 2% of high school relationships make it to marriage. So chances are your teen's probably gonna go through a breakup. The good news is a breakup doesn't have to break them. We'll share some tips on how to face a breakup with dignity, as well as elevate the dignity of others, whether you're the one doing the breaking up or being broken up with. We know all breakups are tough, and some are worse than others, but when your teen remembers who they are and follow Jesus' example of how to treat others, as Paul says, eliminating selfish ambition or vain conceit, a breakup doesn't have to break them. In the final week of the series, week 4, we'll talk about how the idea of dating in general can bring a lot of emotions, especially the disappointment of not getting asked out or a crush that doesn't notice you. Being disappointed can cast a shadow over other areas of their life if they let it. That's why we'll challenge your teen to think about what they think about, to shift their perspective, to remember they are enough regardless of their relationship status, and ultimately to embrace the power of finding joy. So there you have it, our 4-week series on dating. As a parent of a teen, you're doing incredible work. We know it's a unique season with unique opportunities, and we want nothing more than to come alongside you in shaping the faith and future of your teenager. You are exactly the parent your teen needs right now. Taking a few minutes to be curious about what your kid is learning is proof that you've got this.